One of the few people Pope Francis has expressed sincere and deep admiration for is Peter Faber, the first Jesuit priest in history. In an interview with Civiltà Cattolica, the Pope said he looked up to him because of his careful interior discernment, the fact that he was a man capable of great and strong decisions, but also capable of being so gentle and loving. Father Mark is a Jesuit priest who deals with the canonization process of Jesuits. He says it's not a coincidence that Pope Francis highlighted those three features in Peter Faber.
I think when the Pope uses these words to characterize Peter Faber, we can see what he is doing himself. What strikes people every time again is his tenderness with people, his sweetness, embracing the disabled persons, kissing the ill, taking on the children of people.
He was born in Villeret, France in 1506. He shared a room with Ignatius of Loyola and Francis Xavier when all three studied at the University of Paris. Along with them, he is recognized as one of the founders of the Jesuit order, and also as the first Jesuit priest in history. And he is usually depicted surrounded by angels.
Peter Faber, in his very short life, he only was 40 when he died, has done an enormous amount of traveling, always on foot. And while traveling, he was conversing with the saints, with the angels, and every time he passed a town, he would pray for that town, invoking the guardian angel of the patron saint of that particular town.
And nobody knows exactly where his remains are. He was buried in the Church of Jesus in Rome, but when the new church was built, his body was lost. The documents for his canonization disappeared after the suppression of the Jesuits back in 1773. They were found 50 years after the order was reestablished. And now he's been canonized by Pope Francis with a so-called equivalent canonization, as is usually done with blesseds who lived many centuries ago and already have a devout following. The main difference with a normal canonization is that in this case no miracles or ceremonies are needed to proclaim someone a saint.